Why over half-century-old warplanes are sending shivers down the Iranian spine. As the war in the Middle East rages on, 6 U.S. Air Force USAF Boeing B-52 Stratofortress bombers recently arrived in the Middle East to deter Iran and its proxies. It is the first time B-52s have been deployed to a regional base since 2019. The deployments will occur throughout the coming months. An additional squadron of F-15E Strike Eagles and more Flight Refuelling Aircraft (FRA) have also moved in. U.S. officials said the fresh airpower was meant to compensate for the forthcoming departure of the USS Abraham Lincoln carrier strike group and before the USS Harry S. Truman arrived. When the Lincoln departs, there will be no U.S. aircraft carrier in the Middle East for some time. Military commanders have long argued that the presence of an aircraft carrier strike group, with its array of fighter jets, surveillance aircraft, and heavily armed warships, is a significant deterrent, including against Iran. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman, Esmail Baghaei, condemned the destabilizing presence of B-52 bombers in the region. "We have always believed that the presence of America in the region is a destabilizing presence," said Baghaei in response to a question about the deployment, adding that it will not deter Iran's resolve to defend itself. The U.S. moved some Navy destroyers to the region to compensate for that gap. The official said that these destroyers, capable of shooting down ballistic missiles, would come either from the Indo-Pacific region or Europe. U.S. cruisers and destroyers helped defend Israel from Iranian ballistic missiles in April and October. Last month, the U.S. deployed a Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) ballistic missile defense system to Israel along with nearly 100 U.S. troops to operate it. An additional squadron of USAF F-16s from Germany was deployed to the Middle East in late October. In early October, KC-46 Pegasus tankers were also deployed to CENTCOM. The U.S. Central Command CENTCOM covers the Middle East, Central Asian republics, Egypt, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. B-2 Feet stealth bomber, airstrikes. Australia confirms its airbases supported ops to strike Houthis. Additionally, more missile defense-capable destroyers are being moved into the region. Already, 2,000-plus Marines are in the eastern Mediterranean as part of an amphibious-ready group Marine Expeditionary Unit (ARG-MEU) led by the USS Wasp amphibious assault ship. Should Iran, its partners, or its proxies use this moment to target American personnel or interests in the region, the United States will take every measure necessary to defend itself and Israel. Additional air power assets are also required as senior Iranian officials have threatened to attack Israel in response to Tel Aviv's October 26 retaliatory airstrikes on Iranian air defenses and ballistic missile production sites. It clearly demonstrates air power's flexible nature and the American capability to deploy worldwide on short notice. There are currently as many as 43,000 U.S. forces in the region. Air power is meant to de-escalate through deterrence and diplomacy and defend U.S. interests and personnel. Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei has vowed a crushing response to the U.S. and Israel for their hostile actions against Iran and the resistance front. Earlier, Israel's October airstrikes, codenamed Operation Days of Repentance, had reportedly broken the backbone of Iran's missile industry. The moves come at a critical time as Israel's wars with Iran-supported Hamas in Gaza and Hezbollah in Lebanon rage with no ceasefire in sight. Yemen-based Iranian-backed Houthi attacks against ships in the Red Sea continue. Earlier this month, B-2 stealth